Well, it happened last month. The long anticipated rate drop from the Bank of Canada finally came. But that was supposed to bring a ton of buyers off the sidelines, wasn't it? Along with the crazy multiple offers that we see in the Greater Toronto Area real estate market. Well, did it happen? Hey there. I'm Matt Sloan, and I'm a realtor here in the Greater Toronto Area. And if I can ask a huge favor, if you could subscribe to this channel, it would mean a lot. And if you do like this video and find it informative, please give it a like, as I'm really trying to grow my new YouTube channel. So, as I mentioned, the Bank of Canada finally dropped the overnight lending rate last month. But instead of a swarm of buyers hitting the market, a ton of inventory flooded the market instead. And we have begun to see a trend towards a buyer's market in some areas and home types across the GTA. So buyers, listen up, now may be a good time for you. But you may need to stay to the end of this video to really understand whether you're in a good position to buy or sell a property during this time. So stay tuned while I pull up the June market stats to really dive into what's been going on and what may be to come in the upcoming months here in the Greater Toronto Area. So to start off, in the month of June, I like to pull up this dot chart, and it really shows the trend of what's been going on, since March of 2020 all the way to June 2024. And if we look closely here at the past, 5 months to start 2024, we can really see just a nice little trend, a steady trend, nothing really going up or down too much, and a slight increase in average sale price across the GTA here. And really, if you take out, and I've said this before, but if you really take out these COVID months here, where we really saw a spike in the market in an average sale price due to the crazy low interest rates that we had during that time, we can see a nice steady trend as we move, and little ebbs and flows through the market due to seasonal change and seasonal trends that we would typically see in a real estate market here. So that's something that I really do like to look at, so you can really see how the average price has kind of increased steadily over the years. Next, let's pull up the average sale price that we did see here, which was 1.13 across the GTA for all home types. So that's just about where we've been sitting recently. It's just a 1% decrease year to date. So again, not too much has changed over this past year in terms of average sale price. We have seen some ebbs and flows, but we are hanging around that, just over that $1.1 million range for average sale price across the GTA for all home types. But now if we go over to number of sales, for this year right now, we're sitting at just over 35,000, which compared to last year is down 8%. So last year, if you remember, was the slowest year we've had in terms of sales volume in the Greater Toronto Area for a number of years, right? And we were supposed to see an increase in sales as, this year moved along and the possibility of interest rates coming down, but we've actually seen an 8% decrease. So I think this is due a little bit to people staying on the sidelines through that spring market, waiting for that possible interest rate drop, which did happen. But from there, we did see a flood of inventory, which gave buyers options, which we have not seen here in the Greater Toronto Area for a while. So buyers do have options right now, and they're trying to take full advantage of that. Looking at days on market, it has increased quite a bit compared to last year, 22 days on market, which is 22% more. But if you remember at this time last year, we were just finishing that crazy spring market where, we did have a very low inventory at that time, and the average sale price was increasing at this time last year. Moving over to condo corner, we have seen a slight decrease in the average sale price in the condos. Again, we've seen a ton of inventory hit the market in the condo space, especially in the downtown core. So again, if you're looking to buy in that area, if you're looking for a condo in the downtown core right now, it's a great time to get your hands on one of those. And if you're looking to sell, it may not be the best time in that downtown core if you don't have to. If you do have to, then that's a different story, and that can be discussed further. But for buyers, it is a great time to look at a condo, especially in that downtown core area. For number of sales, we saw a 28% decrease compared to last year. So again, condos are very slow at the moment. Again, buyers have options. So they're going to take their time. They're going to see what else is out there. So if you are thinking of selling a condo right now, we got to be priced very aggressively, or the staged, and it's got to be, one of the top products on the market for that area if you are thinking of selling. This big red number here, or big red box, very important. We got 3.8 months of inventory, which we haven't seen at this time of year. Again, besides the COVID year, 3.8 months of inventory is really leaning towards we're in a balanced market, but it's leaning towards a buyer's market, especially in some areas. So as I mentioned, depends on home type and area, but we are trending in that direction, and it's just continued to go that way. Again, due to all the inventory coming on the market and buyers not feeling that pressure to really pull trigger and urgency to really pull trigger on a home, once they see it, right? So they do have time. They are taking their time right now. This moves over to this chart, which again, it shows the last 13 months because we can really compare last June to this June. And again, looking at months of inventory, last June we had only 1.8 months of inventory, 1.9 months of inventory, and now we have 3.8 months of inventory. So a lot more options on the market right now for buyers compared to last year. And we can see that average sale price, a little bit lower, but again, we're still just over that 1.15 range. Again, not too much change there, but again, days on market has increased as well. Looking at the number of sales, last June we had just over 7,400 sales, and this June we've had just over 6,200 sales. So a lot lower in terms of sales volume, again, for a spring market. And compared to last year, like we mentioned, was one of the slowest years we've had in a very long time. Lastly, just comparing the June months for the last 6 years, so we can see what transactions, sale price, and number of sales and months of inventory were like in 2019, 2020, 2021, and so on, all the way to 2024, this past month. And we can see here, again, months of inventory is very high for this time of year when comparing, especially these last 6 years that we see here. And again, when comparing number of sales, again, the lowest number of sales we've seen in many years for the month of June. In 2022, when interest rates started to rise and everything kind of stopped, it was similar number of sales then, and we know what the market was like at that point. So again, something to keep your eye on here. We have over 23,000 listings on the market right now, which again, if you compare it, is way more than we've been seeing over the years, not only these past 6 years, but in a couple decades. So lots of inventory on the market right now for you buyers. So possibly a good time to take advantage. Again, you want to really look into the property type that you're looking for and the area that you're looking for, because again, it will change from price and property type and area, whether you're full on buyer's market, balanced market, or still a little bit in the seller's market. So the good news for sellers though, if we do showcase the property in its best light and it is priced appropriately, it should still sell. As as we've seen, the average sale price isn't moving too much. So it is staying pretty steady at the moment, which I think we will continue to see as we move along here throughout the upcoming months. I think the average price will stay the same, especially if rates don't continue to drop, which they still might, and that might create a little bit more urgency for the buyers. But again, I think we will see just a steady state in the average sale price. So again, sellers, you shouldn't be too intimidated, but it's got to be priced appropriately. The home's got to showcase nicely, and we will get those buyers in there to at least view the property and hopefully make a decision on purchasing your home. So hope this helped a little bit and gave you a little clearer picture on what exactly is happening in the Greater Toronto area right now. Again, a lot of inventory on the market. Sales are extremely low, but it does change from market to market. So please reach out if you want to know more information on a market that you're looking for or a market that you're currently living in. I'd be happy to share and dive into those details even further with you. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you found this video helpful and invaluable, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.